Anyway, the church that I went to was so different than what I had grown up going to in a evangelical Lutheran, or like my wife in a Catholic church,
Yeah.
And we're kind of sitting there like, oh my God, like we weren't even allowed to clap in church when we were kids. You know what I mean? And it's like these people are. I mean, this guy's shredding on the guitar, beating on a drum set. You're like, what is happening right now?
By comparison, so I go to Redemption Christian Church.
That's where we were.
And
I'm not going to lie. That's where we were.
I used to work there.
Okay, yeah.
And so if you grew up, and I grew up in small churches,
right?
Dad being a preacher,
right?
I grew up in those.
Which, by the way, when I saw the red Quarry Church, because I see the sign behind Valley Links, and went no idea, but when I saw that, I was like, oh, I know where that's at.
Yep, it's way out.
You're a PK.
PK. When you grow up in that, or like in the Catholic church,
for those at home keeping score, that stands for pastor's kid,
preacher's kid,
preacher's kid. Yep.
Yeah. Pastor,
son of a preacher, man.
But anyways, when you grow up in like churches like that, or like the Catholic Church, when you go to a church like Redemption,
it's wild.
Which by comparison to Redemption to some of the other churches is not even crazy at all. But when you compare it to what you grew up with, it is wild.
It freaked me out a little bit
because it's loud music.
Yeah,
everybody seems happy to be there.
Yeah,
which is growing up,
You don't want to,
the old man a couple pews up.
Yeah, you're getting your knuckles beat for chewing gum in church, and my grandma's reaching over and ripping my ear off my head.
I remember, preaching this. You look out there and you're like, some of these people might be dead right now.
Yeah,
I don't know.
We might need to check old Joe for a pulse.
Yeah, and it's just when you compare what like Redemption does, which, like I said, comparison to what you see outside of this area. In this area, Redemption seems like a wild experience.
Yeah, and that's where I was coming from. Yeah,
and I totally get that. But when you look outside of this area to some of the churches, Redemption looks like what you grew up with.
Evansville, Indiana. Mm-hmm. We played basketball. Maxwell played basketball against the Evansville Christian Screaming Eagles.
Yep.
And we went to their campus. We had a road
That's right by Crossroads.
Exactly. Yes. So we were right next.
That's a big one.
We were right next door to Crossroads, and they were kind of in a funky transition where Evansville Christian has like their census is growing, like their student population's getting bigger. So they're actually renting some room from the church adjacent to their school campus. Because I was keeping book and just small talk, through halftime and stuff with the guy that was with me. And he was saying, yeah, our kids are in, at that time was 6th grade, which what they consider intermediate. And they're over at Crossroads in the conference room B of the church. And like, you would think this church, which is right next to Deaconess Gateway off the Lloyd down there, like it looks like freaking Assembly Hall. Like it is gargantuous. You know what I mean? And you drive by those churches, those big mega. You hate to say mega church because that mega church is where you get in.
Fine.
That's where you get the Joel.
But that's Joel Osteen and Kenneth Copeland. Like you hear, like those are like televangelist
evangelical mega church.
Yeah, like those big gnarly ones, But like Crossroads, it's just I've never seen anything like it. Nor would I would never even begin to think what it would be like to sit through a service like that. You know what I mean? Because like,
when you go to Crossroads, if you go to sit a service at Crossroads, and then you go Redemption feels like Church of Christ non-instrumentalists. Compared to Crossroads.
Right.
And they're very similar.
Right.
When it comes to beliefs and all that.
Right.
The worship style, that's what gets a lot of people.
Yeah.
Is the worship style.
Right.
Redemption, is very tame. I know it's big.
Right.
It's loud and there's lights and it's not like your little country church.
Right.
But it's very tame compared to
one of those big dogs.
Some of those other churches.
So
I think there's
moving lights and fog machines.
Lasers.
Seriously.
Lasers.
I mean, it's real, man.
It's a laser light show at church.
It's a no joke.
There's two types of churches I want to go to or experience. First off,
come on, please say it.
I already know
what one where they take up the snake.
Yep, I knew it.
One where they take up the snake. We get into the eastern hills of Kentucky and North Carolina,
yeah, buddy.
Tennessee, just to see it.
By a rattler 7 times.
Yeah. And the second one would be some of those very traditional African American churches in the deep South, where they get us singing and they get it dancing and they start healing. Because I think that would just be one of those
4-hour services.
Yeah.
And
then all get together at grandma's house to eat, dinner and have a day. But just because you see it and it's probably not anything like they depict in the movies, but when they've had those scenes in the movies and you're like, holy shit. To experience that one time.
You don't ask a pastor why he drive a nice car. You don't ask a pastor why he live in a big house. Stuff like that, man. It's nutty.
It would be good. So
put it this way: there's a mega church pastor out there right now in a very large black church. His name's Creflo Dollar. So you go ahead and tell me if that's a pastor or
Creflo Dollar.
Creflo?
Uncle Baby Billy.
Uncle Baby Billy. After I pay all my lab coats and my scientists and stuff.
Now, are you a Righteous Gemstones guy?
I've seen clips of it.
I've been watching for the last 2 weeks.
Now, what streaming service is that on?
Max, HBO Max.
Oh, is it?
I'm only asking
for John Goodman?
A cool $2 million and an 8-ball.
It basically takes.
Yes, I need.
It's a characterization of the mega church, the Joel Osteen mega church family, and
when they hire that German. The German babysitter. Where in that shit? It's a terrible.
What do you think if you could have Joel Osteen for a one-on-one interview? What do you think that conversation would be like?
I don't think. It'd be like talking.
You don't think there'd be an honest answer given?
Absolutely not. It'd be like talking to a politician. It's the same.
Yeah.
It's the same situation.
How do people?
Now, where you stand on Billy Graham?
Well, he's dead.
Yeah, talking to him would be.
Guess it depends on how close to the headstone you are.
Talking to him would be pretty tough. Yeah,
Billy Graham. I loved his ministry and what he did. Now you can't. His descendants have caused some problems.
Right.
But yeah, I thought what he did was great.
Because my grandparents they'd get the books,
but that was a different era, a little bit different style.
He was kind of the first pastor
televangelist,
exploded and was famous.
Now, what was that one? Now there was a woman that would be on TV, like Channel 9, had a real butchy Karen bitch haircut and
great description.
She had lots of plastic surgery. Oh man, you know where I'm at. Yeah, you got it. Come on,
Joyce Myers.
Maybe I'll Google her real quick.
Is that who you're talking about?
But I can remember stumbling across her a few times.
I'm gonna feel bad if that's not her. That is somebody in the.
You just throwing out random names.
Oh no, that's totally her. You nailed it. Yeah, that's her. So this woman here, she was probably late 90s, early 2000s televangelist on TV.
Sow a seed. She would always.
There you go. Yeah. So I
donate $1,000 to sow a seed.
What makes sense does that make?
Yeah, right.
Well, yeah. That's called the prosperity gospel. Mm-hmm. It's not real.
Mm-hmm. But he makes, isn't his church in Houston in the old Houston Rockets stadium?
Yeah. Yeah.
Olstein's is?
Yeah. It's huge. The guy.
It's like a 15,000 seat
He
place.
makes tons of money too from his books. He sells books and stuff like that.
Buy my books.
He's very.
Buy my books on tape.
Yeah.
How much do you think that hurts people that are honestly trying to get a stronger faith or get back into faith? Those kind of guys.
It's incredibly dangerous.
When he blocked all them folks out from in the flood, whenever. When all that that was the true color there.
Yeah.
I have a friend of mine that he's in the funeral business. He's in the business of burying folk.
Now the difference between a undertaker and a grave digger, right?
Boy, here we go.
No, go ahead, fill me in.
No, please. I would love your assessment of the difference between the grave digger and an undertaker.
This is a dig on me. This is totally.
Is a grave digger just the operator?
There you go.
And the undertaker's kind of the business end of it.
Yeah, you're an idiot.
See,
He thought they were the same.
Yeah.
So the grave digger's the guy that like digs the grave. The undertaker's the guy that does the preparation and